Hey everyone, it's MK. Welcome back to MK Quilts. So what do we have for you today? Well, actually, we're gonna do a bit of a follow-up video about the little foot frame with the little buddy attachment. So when we first came to you with our first video, I told you about a couple of things that I want to add to the frame. One of them was the hand crank. Whoops, almost dropped it. So many of you have been asking about that. So today what we're gonna do is just film Mr. MK, if Samson will allow him to do some work. We're gonna just do a little bit of filming and show you the installation process of the studio hand wheel onto the bar here on the Little Buddy system. So I'm gonna grab the camera, I'm gonna let Mr. MK do the rest, and then we'll come back at the end and I'm going to mention 2 additional things that we're going to retrofit this system with.
All right, so I've got my productivity inhibitor here on my lap. Yeah, you wonder why he's spoiled. He's hard to deal with. Okay, so we're going to try and do something here that usually I'd take the bar off and work on it, but we're just going to loosen it up here, and I will use both hands here in a sec. We're going to loosen it up and we're going to take this end of the bar off and put on a new hand wheel, okay? The only tool you need to have with you, and this came with your original frame, is the magic flat wrench. All right, excuse me, Sammy, I'm going to need to use both arms now. Thank you, sir. All right, the new Littlefoot table has these neat bar retainers which sort of keep the bar from being knocked out, catching on. They're sort of nice. I'm not even sure you can buy them separately, but we're just going to move this one up to the top frame because it goes in here, snaps in normally, and then holds a bar in place. Okay, something new that comes with the new buddy system. So this is basically the buddy system down here. What you're going to also need is a studio hand wheel, which I have opened from the back here.
Which we always have in stock at MK Quilts, right, Mr. MK?
Almost always. Almost always, because when you mention things go fast. So get them quick. So what's basically in here is a new assembly that is longer. So I will replace this assembly so that the screws are long enough to attach the hand wheel, okay? Now Melissa has these on all her systems. I usually recommend it just from an advancing, everything I see Melissa do, it's always easier with another hand wheel. So let's see how fast we can do this. All right. I'm gonna take the little rubber stopper off, save that. Now here's where I'm going to have to get some force in. All right. Now if you have some real man tools, I'm sure there's an appropriate socket that would work as well, but everybody should have one of these wrenches around. Come on. It's always harder to do when somebody's watching. But okay, don't lose anything because all these need to go back on. So you have a washer, the little rail guide there, and another washer, and this piece. Now you're going to need to use this piece again with the new part. Now this is the part I need to get off. Now this is the hard part because as you tighten it, it swells up inside to get it in there tight. So to get it off, you almost need to bang that in so you can get to it. And now I may have banged it too hard. With the help of Melissa, this part came out.
Hold please, Mr. MK. Everybody likes to see Samson.
Samson the mascot, yes. Yes. Okay. So that being said, it looks like the only part I need is the gear because this is the new part that came with. I keep that just on the end. And this slips in there. Oh no, it won't fit. Okay, so you loosen it up like that. You get it to fit in. And then this is the important part. you gotta pull it tight a little bit so that it's secure. It'll tighten up now. Sammy, you want to be in the shot, or can I set you down? Okay, just sit there. All right, so that being said, now you can take off and not drop the nut that went running. This is where the gear needs to go back on. All right. And now we just need to put things back on the way they came off, which is big washer, grooved circle. I'm not even sure what to call that. Now, instead of this other washer, though, what is going to happen here is that I got that.
Is that Mr. MK has...
Gravity is not my friend. Okay, I popped this out of the wheel because this is a plug that is in the hand wheel that has 3 little notches to it. We have spares in stock because some people leave the latches down and try and turn the wheel, snapping these things off.
So you mean the ratchets? They leave the ratchets engaged?
They leave the ratchets engaged and try and turn the wheel, and the wheel snaps those 3 off. And you can tighten it down so the wheel sort of works, but I think we're like $3 to $5. We can send you a new plug, which fits into the hand wheel. Okay, so that is replaceable. You don't need to buy a whole new wheel to do that. And how that works here is as you put this on, those notches lock in to the gear.
So Mr. MK, just stop for a second. So
yes.
You did not return the extra washer. You did...
The washer should go outside.
Okay.
The washer should always go between the nut and the part you're attaching to. Okay. So now I have just enough threads to grab this, okay? Now, the challenge with the handle that's on here is it prevents me from doing full revolutions, and you don't want to scratch it anyway. So you have to be patient as you tighten this, okay? You don't want to just crank it and have the wheel go around, because in the end, you're going to start catching those notches, and you don't want to break them. So you do this.
And how about we just cue the Jeopardy music? We'll speed up the video.
Yeah, I can speed up.
And we'll just let Mr. MK tighten this down. So Mr. MK, these last few turns, revolutions with that flat wrench, you really need to get that tight, correct?
Yes, you want to have several threads coming out here. Some people under tighten their poles, which then leads to separation and other things. Oh, I've never seen anyone tighten it too tight. However, don't hurt yourself.
The other thing to just keep in mind is that this is not too tight, because you want that to be loose. Not to the point where the screw inside of that is going to come out, but you want it to be loose on the handle so that it makes rolling forward and back easy.
And the challenging thing is this largest Allen wrench you get is too small to adjust this. So it's one size bigger of an Allen wrench to tighten the screw that's holding this handle in.
That one looks good.
This one is good. Some of them come tight. This one's good up there.
Perfect.
So now we can tighten this one back up.
And voila.
Voila, it works. And now you have 2 of them to work. So it's really not that hard. A little patience. And then you end up with some spare parts that you can throw away.
All right, you guys, I hope that was easy for you to understand. You can always reach out. And you know the thing about the videos we do here, you guys, it's really us. This is how we roll. So we leave the dog in, you hear me laughing, Ellen's holding the phone, we're all just here having a good time, because that's how we roll. Okay, so I told you I wanted to talk about a couple of other things that we're gonna do on the frame. The first thing is, I've talked about them before, is the side grips. So these side grips come with my leader grip system. They're always on the website. And what I love about these grips is they give you a nice even tension to the side of your quilt. Now, Ellen, if you'll come in a little bit closer, currently on my little foot frame, I have a pretty wide piece of backing loaded, okay? So I don't have much room to go to the side of the frame. So all we did was we attached a little magnet on the side of your little foot frame. I used some Velcro. This is actually a piece of Velcro that I had from an old set of clamps from an old frame. If you have that at your house, you can use it. You can go to the fabric store and just get some Velcro, or you might even be able to use a selvage or whatever you have. But basically it's so that you can put that through the ribbon, and the ribbon comes with the side grip, and then you can grip the side of your backing to give it a nice tension to the side of the frame. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this other set on the other side with another magnet on the other side. So the last thing that I want you to keep watching for is a new loading video. Now, many of you have been asking about that as well, because the new little foot frame with the little buddy has leaders on it. And if you have watched my loading video, you know that I like to load with zippers. So I'm going to make another video on another day to show you exactly how I'm loading this frame with zippers. My friend Pam is making me a set of zippers. 55 inches long is what you need, and I will make a whole new video, and those will be available to you as well. And always remember, you guys, we custom our zippers, okay? So whether you have a 12, a 10, an 8, now the little foot frame, we can make custom zippers to fit exactly what you need. All right, thanks for coming along with us today. Just remember, as of the date of this video, which is May of 2019, there's an introductory offer on the Little Buddy system on mkquilts.com. So take advantage of that. We always try to give you the best deal here at MK Quilts, and we thank you for all of your business. All right, you guys, until next time, from our studio to yours, happy quilting. Bye-bye.